Welcome to My Conversation, a presentation of KAIL-TV My Central Valley. Your host today is Austin Reed. So let's get My Conversation started.
Good Friday morning. Welcome to My Conversation right here on KAIL-TV, My Central Valley. We made it to the end of the week. The weekend is right around the corner. Thanks for joining us. You see My Conversation weekdays from 10 to 10:30 right after Access Hollywood Live. It has been a fantastic week of shows. Kind of feels like this week just flew by, right? President's Day was on Monday. And today we got a lot to talk about, a variety of topics. On this show, we're going to be talking about weddings. Peggy from For Heaven's Sake Weddings will join me in just a bit. Also, dentistry, the owner of a beautiful smile in Fresno. She is here. And last but not least, we're talking real estate with Gary and Ronnie from Mavoto Real Estate. So let's get the conversation started. My studio audience, give it up for Peggy. Peggy from For Heaven's Sake Weddings. Good morning.
Hey, Austin.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Thanks for coming in today. How are you?
I'm great. I'm liking the rain, but I also like it when it stops.
Yeah, you know, spring is right around the corner. And I hear that's a good time for weddings.
It sure is.
The sun is coming out more and more.
May, June, and July is the best months.
So May, June, and July. So yeah, so we're getting close now as March is next week. For Heaven's Sake Weddings, what exactly, what is that?
Well, I am a minister. I'm the officiant of weddings.
Okay.
I get you married legally. I've been doing this for 17 years. Loved every minute of it. And what's interesting is I can go anywhere at any time.
That's really nice.
Within 5 minutes. I mean, I've had people call me and I'm shopping. Can you do a wedding? Yes. When? Today. What time? Now.
So it's like Vegas style.
Yeah.
Right here in the Central San Joaquin
I just
Valley.
got my license and I'm gonna need to get married. I'm there.
That's unique. That's unique. Now you're based in Merced, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you from Merced?
I live in Merced. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So when 17 years ago, when you were first starting in this business, why? What was the reason?
I knew you were going to ask that question, so I have the right answer.
Okay.
I was at a wedding that actually did them Vegas style, but what was really sad is that they were a military couple, and they couldn't do it because he didn't have, what do you call it, the wedding, your meetings before you get married. You have to have 2 or 3 weeks of marital counseling. That's the word.
There you go.
Yes, you have to have the counseling. And it was so sad because he had to be back at his post in 3 days. And that was so sad because he couldn't do his wedding. And I thought, that's terrible. These are guys who are fighting for our freedoms serving our country. And I says, I can do this. So I went and I did what I needed to do, did my studying and did my, my checks, and found out that I could be an ordained minister, got that into place, and then I just went along with it and advertised, and I'm rolling.
17 years later,
17
here you are.
I love it. I love it, yeah.
Helping anybody and everybody.
Yes, and I've done lots of military weddings too, and Spanish weddings. I am bilingual.
So you are bilingual?
I am bilingual, yes.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge. All right, here's a question for you. What's the craziest wedding that you have officiated?
Well, now that's a really good question too, because there's several. I had one where the groom has passed out. He was actually standing saying his vows and he passes out.
Oh.
I did one where they were in Halloween costumes, where he was the big bad wolf and she was Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, that's cute.
And we had to play act there. That was a lot of fun. Probably the strangest one, but yet it was the most poignant, was the one I did at the graveyard.
Was that on Halloween?
No, it was not on Halloween. And I can't remember the month it was, but it was a nice day. And the sad part about it is that the son had died, fell off of a building, and they wanted him to be part of the wedding. So they did it over his grave. Oh. So the mom and dad got married with him being in.
What was the energy like?
It was pretty happy and pretty lively because they were glad that he was part of the wedding that way.
They were still on, and they were honoring him.
They were honoring him that way,
and he was watching from above.
From above, and so it was bittersweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was touching, but there was tears, and what made it even extra special is that the maid of honor, who was for the mother, was the bride of the fella that was buried, and she was supposed to get married on that day too. They were supposed to get married together, and now they can't because he's passed away. So the parents still got married. Oh, this is very involved.
Yeah, you've seen it
Very
all.
involved.
You've
Yes,
seen,
yes.
you've seen
Wedding
a lot.
cakes fall over.
Oh, yeah.
Like I
do you
said,
have a blog? You should have a blog.
I should say everything that's happened during a wedding that I've witnessed. Yes.
All right. Now, also you do jail and prison
Yes,
weddings?
correct.
What's that like?
Now, you're here in Fresno, so you're familiar with the Valley State Prison.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I do those. And the Atwater Penitentiary, and then the Merced Jail. Yeah, and each one is different. So you can't just do what Chowchilla wants is not the same as what Atwater wants.
So it's a process.
There's definitely a process.
But you're willing to do it.
I'm willing to do it, and I've been doing it since the Atwater Pen's been open. I've been doing it, and then I've been doing the one at Valley State for probably several years.
You know, before the interview, we were talking a little bit about licensing and immigrants getting married.
Yes.
What do you have to say about that?
I'm glad you gave me that opportunity because I think a lot of brides and grooms right now, because of the issues that are going on with the immigration and not be documented or anything like that, is because they're afraid to go to the clerk's office and get their license. Because they think because they show their ID that they're going to see it's from another country and then be reported or something, and that's not how it goes. They only want the license to prove you're you. They do not care if you're from another country, because I've done them from Australia, I've done them from Germany, I've done them from Spain, Mexico, it doesn't matter. All they want is the ID with a photo to show you're you. They don't care, you can be undocumented totally, and they're not there to turn you in. They're there just to issue you your wedding license.
Good to know. We have about 30 seconds left. You also have free photos available.
Yes.
If somebody wants you to do their wedding, how can they get a hold of you?
Okay, they can call it 209-658-0404. That's my cell, and then my home is 209-722-6708. I have a website, and it's romanceandlace.weebly.com. And I'm on Facebook too, under For Heaven's Sake Weddings.
So free photos, you're affordable,
Yes.
and you just want to help.
I want to
loved
help.
ones
I
out.
want to help lovers
Awesome.
that want to get married, and military. You get a discount.
Military discount.
Yep.
Very good.
Yep.
All right. Peggy, thank you so much.
Thank you, Austin.
Great
Thank you
talking
so
to you.
much.
Very interesting conversation.
Thank
You'll
you.
have to come back again.
I sure will.
All right.
Thank you.
You're watching My Conversation. Give it up for Peggy from For Heaven's Sake Weddings in Merced. You're watching My Conversation. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Stick around.